Hey guys, and welcome back to another of my kind of vlog videos for my 10,000 subscriber specials. More like 12,000 really. But anyway, today I'm going to be showing you how I make one of my wedlock videos, what process I go through and such. So yeah, in general, let's get started. I'm going to put you down somewhere and just get on with what I usually do, really. Right guys, so hopefully you can still see me and hear me. Now, if you saw my setup video, you'll know how I usually set things out when I'm editing and such. But when I'm recording a wedlock video, it has to be slightly different because the microphone here needs to pick up, obviously, my voice, and I need the pop filter in front of it just to get rid of any P sounds, obviously from Pokemon, because that's a big one. And also, I need to sit as close to it as possible so it can pick up my voice as clearly as possible, and so I can cut down any background noise. Now, the way I do this is, obviously, I put my keyboard up on the desk here and push it back towards the screen, because obviously if it's on the tray down here, I have to kind of sit back a bit to get my arms under, so I'm further away from the microphone. And then the thing I do is I put the microphone and the pop filter on top of a nice big book, so it's about level with my mouth here, as you can see, and I can still see over it to look at the screen, which is good. And then I can put my arms around and tap away at the keyboard and do stuff like that, which is why sometimes you might hear a keyboard noise coming from, just here. So this is what I do with, like, recording wise, how I set it up. And I usually, then the thing I do is I get my headphones from my iPod and I plug them in the computer down here, because obviously if I'm playing and the sound's playing, it'll play through the speakers, which will pick up on the microphone, which is not good. So obviously I want to listen to the music still, but I can't have it blaring out loud. So you might think I put these in my ears. No, because you can't adjust the sound on earphones without like a thing on the earphones. So the thing I have to do is I just chuck them on my bed over there, and I can still hear the music, but it's not loud enough to be picked up by the microphone. So that's what happens there. And then the thing I'll do is I'll open up, for example, let's open up my Visual Boy Advance. I'm not gonna, I'll put a game on. Sound. Yeah, okay, I'll just let it play. I'll turn the sound down if needs be. Obviously it's playing through the headphones at the moment, so that's good. So yeah, I'll open that up, and then I use Camtasia to record for wedlock, because that's the easiest. So I open up Camtasia. I think it's adjusted to the full screen setting at the moment because I was trying something else out. Yeah, it's on full screen. So if you've got Camtasia and you don't know how to record just the thing, you can go on custom. And then, okay, it's gone straight to my preset, but if you go here and you go select area to record, you might be able to see on the screen here at the top left, it's giving you a zoomed in feature here, so you can see the exact pixels you're selecting, which is very helpful for Pokemon games, so you can get the exact resolution right. So here, no, that's wrong, because I selected the wrong area, so you just got to do it till you get it right, really. It's at the bottom right now, okay. That's just making it awkward for me. Can't see down there very well. Down one, no. Left, no. There, okay, we got it. And then drag it down to, again, the pixels are still there, so, and then, yeah, 720 by 480 is the GBA screen resolution. So that's that, and then I'll go ahead and I'll click record, and as you might be able to see here, it is picking up audio from the microphone already, so that's good. So I'll hit record, and then it will record something. So I'm going to get rid of that for the moment. And then if I just open up some stuff, fire wedlock, and then I'm going to go to the last episode I recorded, which was the fight against the champion, which won't be up yet, so I'm not going to spoil that, so I'll just choose a random, there we are, Silphco. Okay, so then the thing that will happen is I save, when you go to save Camtasia, you can save it as an AVI or a camera recording file. Now I suggest saving as a camera recording file, Camtasia recorder document, and then you need to open that in Camtasia, as we're going to do now. And then the thing you need to do to make it very easy to adjust your sound levels for the microphone and the game sound, because that records at full volume, not lower volume, depending on your sort of adjustment. So Camtasia will hopefully open once it's loaded. There we are. Okay, moving on. So once you've saved it, it will open automatically. To start with, I need to update Camtasia really. Okay, and then here it is. That's what you're left with, the Camtasia recording file up here. Now the thing I suggest you do is right click on this, and there'll be an option saying extract camera recording documents. Now do that, and just select the one you do it. I'm not going to do it, and then just select the thing you want to do it in, and you will get, depending on this differs per file, but you get First you'll get mouse ones, then you'll get two DAT files, and then you'll get a capture there, and then you'll get a system audio. Now the mouse stuff is just like your mouse, if it's gone in the recording at all, and obviously different ones for different stuff. Now the good thing about extracting camera recording documents is it removes the mouse from the video, so you don't have to worry about removing it again, because obviously the only other way to do that is in Camtasia, mess around with some stuff. So it makes it very easy. You can ignore the DAT files and you just want to go straight to the capture, and the capture basically saves the video and your microphone, and then the audio saves the computer audio. So then if I just open up, I'm going to open up a random Vegas profile hopefully. I'll probably go to an old one or another video because that's the default. But yeah, let's cancel that, let's go into Origins. Okay, so there we are. So imagine we're making this the first time. Basically when I start a new Let's Play, I'll drag in my layouts and stuff, and then I'll adjust them. I'll show you. So if we go into Wedlock, and I'm going to go to a random layout here and drag it in. Doesn't really matter what it is. So you can hopefully see that it's come on, and because the layout is 1280 by 720, it's just gone full screen already. And then we'll scroll down to, I don't know, no, our Softcode Part 2, same one. Now your top layer here, this is Sony Vegas if you didn't get it guys, this is what I used to edit. The top layer here is obviously the layout, so I'm going to add a new video track, and obviously that needs to go below the layout, and that's where I'm going to drag in the capture stream, and it's going to put the audio below it. So let's do that, and then obviously you can see here it's kind of centered, it's not gone on the right in the box. So then the thing you want to do, most people might go to pan crop and just say, yeah, just move it into place. There we are, done. Don't do that. Restore that. Basically, because you're going to want to use this layout over and over again for each of your videos in the Let's Play, the thing you want to do is you want to go instead to track motion, and that gives you this sort of thing. And basically what that's doing is moving the whole sort of video track instead of just the single file, so everything you put on the track will be moved. And obviously you can then move around like this, and you want to get the right position really. There we are, that'll do. Might want to adjust it, might want to zoom in and out a bit. You know, it just takes a bit of starting around a bit at the start of it. When you start a new Let's Play, obviously you want to just mess around with stuff. Okay, so that's going to do, let's say. That's, you know, that's done. Yep, that's good. So then basically you might want to go down to the thing, and depending on the audio level you might want to increase the microphone a bit depending on how high it is. Then you want to drag the system audio in, and before editing, like cutting this sort of the video tool, put it in at the start. Now sometimes when I do a recording, it does, the system audio is slightly longer than the video and stuff. I don't know why that is, but to best counter the unsyncness, I count along how many frames there are, and then I'll divide it in two and move that along, so it kind of like just halves it really, so that should minimize any sync out that there is. Once you've done that, you can then either group them or just do this, so you can move them together. I tend to fade them in like that, and then put it here, fade this one in, so like that, and then you want to adjust the system audio, because at the moment the system audio is going to overpower your voice tremendously. So generally you just want to reduce the whole track to -20, let's say. It's a lot better. Well, you can't hear it, but it's a lot better. So that's what you want to do. And obviously then, because you reduce the track, the next time you drag the system audio in, it's going to reduce it as well, so you don't have to do sort of this thing for everyone. And as I said, you can increase this if you need to. So then basically the thing I do for layouts is I make them individually in Photoshop. I'm not going to show you this time, just because that's more of a layout guide, I'd say, than a how to make a video. But in layouts, and then you can just like fade them in and out, just change them around if something happens, stuff like that, so you know, changes. And generally stuff like that. And obviously my bios as well are a bit, you know, harder to do, because you have to like get an extra track in and stuff, but I'm not going to show you that because most of your Let's Plays you just be wanting these 4 simple tracks really, unless you're doing something funny or special. So yeah, and then obviously rendering wise, I render with 8 megabytes HD 1080 30p video thing, default in Windows Media Video of V11, just because I've always used that, it's the one I find best. And then the thing I do is I use Handbrake. If you don't know what Handbrake is, it's a free compression service, and allows you to compress files. Now basically what I do is open up Handbrake, obviously when it opens, there we are, and then source, open file, and then let's just choose any other thing here. I'll choose, obviously, a render out, a random episode 44, for example, Viridian Gym. Open that, and it loads some stuff, and then I tend to go to cropping, custom, and then reduce them all to 0, because I don't want to lose any of the video at all, do I? And then that's all I really need to do, maybe just 1 or 2 constant frame rate, and then I'll go to start, or you select it, archive, and you can also select the file type. I do MP4 and stuff, and then you do start, and it reduces the file size pretty much. So at the moment, the original file, when I rendered that out, was 630 megabytes, which would have taken about 5 hours to upload, I'm guessing, with my internet. But then it goes down to 160 megabytes, which is, you know, half an hour, 45 minutes time, so that's very good. And obviously, thumbnail-wise, depends on the template, but, you know, that's the thumbnail. And I just import screenshots from Sony Vegas into the Photoshop document and save it as the thumbnail each time, so happy face. So yeah, that's sort of it for this guide now, guys. I hope you helped you out a bit. Sorry if you couldn't see the screen exactly, but this is the best way I can think of doing it because of how the setup is and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you for watching. Leave a like and a comment down below if you liked it. Talk about just general video making tips and stuff in the comments, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Bye.